Okay, risk assessment then.
Yeah. So they, a lot of like the Zooms I've been on with Go Green, they always harp on about risk assessment.
Okay.
Now I know it's not. I've got these, so we're nice and safe. With something like roundabouts, how would I incorporate that into the beginning bit?
I'm not particularly. What does what do they say on the Go Green Zooms before I contradict anything that's on there?
I'm just trying to remember. It's just making sure that the learner is aware of their responsibilities and they know what my responsibilities will be within the lesson. Does that sort of make sense?
Yeah, it certainly does. Within the lesson, not just at the start.
Yeah.
Absolutely within the lesson. Let's just do a little demonstration. Let's belt up.
Okay.
And let's have a little drive from here. Now let's say it's somebody who is reasonably proficient at doing junctions and so on.
Yeah.
So we're going to go that way. We're going to come out of Tesco's and go up to the roundabout and turn left.
Okay.
So what would you want to be doing there? I'm David, for example.
Okay.
So what level of ability would you expect from him in here? Would you expect him to be able to get out of here okay?
Yes, definitely.
Right. Are there any things that you'd want to make sure that he is aware of? We're going to go that way. In this particular situation we've got right now.
If we're going that way, the only thing I would want to make him aware of is obviously you can't see because of the big van.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Tell me what issues you might have to deal with straight, or whatever words work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd want, so if we're going that way, how far down the road can we see? How's that going to affect how you go? You'll get, I'm sure, the correct answer from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've made him aware of that. And then when we come down here, we're going to turn right to get out. So you are now watching like a hawk. You expect to see this happening. What's the next potential issue that you want him to be aware of?
The crossing.
Absolutely, yes.
The two crossings.
Yes. Is there anybody are we okay to go at the crossing? Don't make it cryptic.
No.
Don't say, is everything all right? Is there anybody at the crossing? Okay. Anything else you want to look at? You could now. Have you seen the next crossing?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we've got another crossing.
Yeah. So looking ahead up to the roundabout, we're going to go left. Anything to look out for before we get there? Because a lot of people. This hedge here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
But there's your risk management.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Okay.
Now we're driving along here, and there's not really much we're going to have to worry about. However,
find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Tell me what the potential hazards are along here. What if somebody had come up there fast? Is that something? Now, what you don't want to do is try and have verbal diarrhea.
No.
And you're now thinking, what can I say next? What can I say next? What's the main thing to watch out for here?
The junction, the speed, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, ever so easy to just pick the speed up too much along here. So, you either, because I sped up and made it much harder to talk about the Amazon van, but if you come on, so
would you then, rather than me talking, I've done my little bit to start with, I'd be saying, now tell me what you can see ahead.
Yeah, somebody like David, and if you don't get anything, then you can come in.
Yeah. Because what I don't want to do is over.
No, right, get in, tell me what you... So we're going to take the next road on the left. So not far. It's not too far around the bend. Now, I know he'll probably know the road, but
Yeah.
give some help
Yeah.
there. So, what's the potential hazards here? Do you think any of those people might try and walk across the road? You think your speed has helped you there work out what to do? Or not?
Yes.
Now you know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Sadly, we're an hour too early. Either ask him how he's going to deal with this, or if he's already, you're getting him talking, hopefully he'll say something. If he doesn't, okay, so how are we going to deal with this? We're going to go ahead at the mini roundabout. How far ahead are you looking? It's really annoying that we're not here at school chuck-out time, in which case there'd be far more for you to want to know from him about what's going on.
Yeah.
What are these two doing out at 2:30?
Definitely too young to be on sixth form.
Yeah. But here,
Yeah.
what if something comes the other way? That's risk management.
Yep.
You want to know what your learner's going to do.
Right, okay.
It's going on all the time. How far ahead can you see here? What?
Yeah.
Do you think we want to go a bit slower before the junction? Can you slow down before the? Will you slow down before the junction? It's can you and then slow down?
Yeah.
They're the sorts of things we're looking for.
Okay.
So the risk management is ongoing. Okay, tell me what you're going to do here with this car coming the other way. I'm just adding that in for the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. If you can, get them to keep going. If you can't, now we have a potential issue for some learners. Oh my God, I've stopped on a hill.
Oh, I've got, now I'm going to stall. Yeah.
And if that happens, I'm not going to do it because there is a car coming behind us. If that happens, here you have a get out built in nice and easily. You turn down there, or you turn up the hill and you practice it somewhere where it's not anywhere near as forbidding as it is here. We'll get out this way again. How far ahead can you see? I'm going to take the next road on the right. Watching me to make sure I do everything.
Yep.
These vehicles here helping you? Because the tendency then will be to do this.
Definitely.
If you're not careful because of all those and cut the corner completely. And if that happens, round you go again. And it's those sorts of things that you adapt to the plan, possibly just for 2 minutes, if you need to, when that sort of thing happens.
Stalking.
Does that help?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, sorry, we're in the. We'll go somewhere else and get out of the sun. I did wave to you on the Premier Inn roundabout because I know I ignored you in Exeter earlier on.
I was too busy helping my boy out. He kept rolling back a little bit on the roundabout.
Oh, right.
Just start from scratch and then sort of, put our foot down a little bit further on the brake.
It's exactly what you could have done with for your part 3, adapting the lesson. But we haven't got to the part 3 yet, but we're doing some preparation for it now. Yeah, very well, thank you very much. Sitting there holding the car on the clutch, which isn't really a good idea. Oh, there's a car coming, I'll have to move anyway. Alright, see you, Denise. What are you doing?
She's nothing like I imagined. I thought she had really dark hair. See.
So at the start you could be saying, okay, so who's responsible for the safety of the car? Person here. But if if I need to, I'll come in and help out. I wouldn't worry too much about saying I've got dual controls.
No.
But if you go to use them at all,
Yeah.
definitely you want to be
Yeah.
coming in with the reason why you're using them.
Yeah.
And all this thing about risk management, did you ensure that how responsibly would be shared? That may well change. So a bit like we talked about the mirrors. You know, do you need me to help you with that?
Yeah.
No, I think I can do it myself, and then they bloody well don't. So I am going to help you because you need it. It's not what you want; it's what you need.
Yeah.
Word directions and instructions clear and given in good time. Directions, make sure that's done. But the instructions are as much as the questions. What are you going to do about the oncoming car? Have you seen the cyclist ahead?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about them? Aware of the surroundings and the pupil's actions. Well, hopefully, like when I turned right too soon down there.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that? Any verbal or physical intervention timely and appropriate? Well, verbal, if that's timely and appropriate, you probably won't need the physical.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't guarantee that it'll never happen. Josh, who passed this morning, 3 weeks ago, decided as we were coming off the M5 slip road onto the A30 back towards Honiton in the middle lane, decided, the right lane's empty. Well, it was empty in front. There was a bloody van steaming round who tooted. I said, you deserve that.
Yeah.
Because I just got to the wheel,
Yeah.
stopping going fully out into that lane and probably colliding with the van.
Yeah.
So he's not done that since.
No.
Oh, excuse me, that sounds great on the camera, I'm sure. And then this bit about the feedback, that's the really important thing. Why did it happen? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or one of the classic ones I get is you get to a junction and they go to pull out and there's a car coming from the right. I thought I could get out before them. Now, I'd agree with them. Yeah, I think you could have got out before them. However, once you've got out into that road, what happens now? One of the classic ones I have is in Exminster, where we're coming out, turning left to go back towards the Mapwood roundabout, and then it's coming from the bypass, which is 60 down to 40.
Yeah.
So the chances are the vehicle coming from the right,
Continuous recording will now start.
They're pulling out.
GPS connected.
They're pulling out to go left because the vehicle from the right is some way back, but is doing probably at least 40. It's like, yeah, you've got time to get out there. I totally agree with you. How good are you, or how confident that you are getting your speed up to match that one almost immediately?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens now? Put yourself in the position of that driver. That's what I'll always do with them. If you were that driver, how happy would you be with a learner pulling out, and you've just admitted to me that, yeah, I'm okay at pulling out there, but I might not be that confident yet, or that competent about getting the speed up straight away. Okay, you're that other driver. How are you going to feel?
Yeah, that's a good one to use, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes, put yourself in the position of the other driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it all makes sense.
Yeah, I know. And in the cold light of day, sitting here by the side of the road, it sounds so easy.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely. So the risk management is ongoing. It's nothing to do with what happens at the start. Well, it is, but it's not that and nothing else. It really is that. Tell me what you're going to do along here.
Yeah. It's constantly looking at the risk, isn't it?
Yeah. And help the learner as well. For example, if you've turned right out of the test centre and you've come to the traffic lights and turn left, and you're going to go straight ahead at the next roundabout, which has 2 lanes as you approach, but it's ever so difficult for anyone to see that unless there's a whole queue of traffic in one lane and virtually nothing in the other one. No, I'm always saying, so we're going to go ahead at the next roundabout, take the second exit. When we get there's 2 lanes. Which lane are we going to be in? Okay, and then I'm not bothered about the cycle lane unless there's a cyclist in it, of course, which there actually never is.
No.
Unless you say, I've never seen a cyclist here. They're the
And
only
then,
times when
yeah,
I get a
yeah.
cyclist. Can we move over to the left early and go into the cycle lane? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. It's
Yeah.
empty. Let's get over there. I watched some of them go to do this. I said, no, don't worry, is it safe to move over? Let's just move over. What's the problem with putting a left indicator
It
on?
looks like you're going to turn left.
Yeah, and if there's somebody waiting to come out,
Yeah, they think you're going to go left, and yeah.
So you put the left signal on. Driver coming out from on the left thinks you're turning left. Now you've taken the signal off. What are they going to think now? What's the driver behind thinking, if there is one?
They're probably thinking, what's going on?
Yeah, which way are you
Yeah,
going
yeah.
now? Okay, but if you don't have a signal at all and you get into that lane,
Yeah.
and the issue with that is now where are we going to stay on the road? Because we've got to steer left as if we're going to go left to keep our position on the road as well. So if we come up along there and had no signal on at all, but it's helping the learner.
Yeah.
Okay, there's two lanes. Which one we're going to get into? There's this bit about what we were saying in the first bit. We're getting the theory on the move.
Yeah.
We don't have to just be talking about it at the start.
No.
Help the learner with wherever you're going. Know the road.
Yeah.
And know what if they're turning right. The next one, Matford roundabout, to go towards Exminster. Okay, the next roundabout, we're going to turn right and take the second exit. And signpost towards Dawlish. Which lane do we need to be in? Or we're going to turn right and take the second exit towards Dawlish. Mirrors, signal, and over they go, or they're looking around waiting. Great, well done. Do we need a signal to turn right? Next question for the learner. You're going to need to put a signal on to turn right at the roundabout. Look at the road markings. What are they telling you? Because the one with the two arrows comes quite late.
Yes. Yes. That's the one with the designated off left, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's straight on arrows until you just get to the bend, and then there's a straight on and right.
Okay.
So if I'm doing that for the first time, I'll probably say, so I'm going to be turning right along here. Now the arrows don't really help you at the moment, but almost before the roundabout, if we get to the roundabout, it's going to show this lane goes ahead and right. Will you need to put a signal on? Yes, you do, if you don't get an answer. Okay, and then you can talk about it later, not while you're on the roundabout.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's a really weird roundabout, isn't it? Because you've got your designated off left, then you've got two arrows, one takes you straight ahead and the other one takes you straight ahead and right. Is that right? Is that what you said?
Well, the left lane is only straight ahead, going back up to Countess Weir.
Yeah, but you've also got...
The right lane, and that's the one that has the curb, the physical barrier
on the
between
left.
them.
But then you've got another lane next to it, haven't you?
Yeah, which is ahead to Countess Weir or right towards Exminster.
Okay, so you've got your left to Countess Weir, or you've got your head to Countess Weir.
Yes.
Okay.
But the right-hand lane,
Right-hand lane.
if you're going towards Exminster, you must put a signal on.
And you must be in that right-hand lane.
Yes. Yes. If you could turn right from the left-hand lane, how would you know?
Would there be an arrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're coming from IKEA, excuse me, shakes, and you're turning right to go down towards Sandygate. So you come up from the back of IKEA, there's a roundabout there, you turn right and you come up to the traffic lights with Tesco's over the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's two lanes for turning right.
Yeah.
You can go left or right. There's a clear signpost showing both lanes with a right arrow.
Right, okay.
There's clear right arrows painted on the road. So if you can turn right from a left lane, there's going to be an exception somewhere to this, but virtually everywhere you will know you can do that long before you get to the traffic lights or the roundabout.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if you're turning right, a two-lane approach to a roundabout, which lane are you turning right from?
The right hand, yeah. Yeah.
So you make sure that your learner knows that early enough so they can make decisions about when to move over.
Yeah.
or when you're now judging. You're aware of what's going on around you. You're aware of what your learner's doing or not doing. Okay, the next roundabout we're going to turn right, second exit. What lane do we need to be in? Okay. You've got to be careful because it could be banging straight across there. Is it safe to get there? How do you know? Then you see the lane full of traffic and the learner does nothing. Yeah. Okay. Put the signal on. Yeah. Okay. Let those drivers know what we want to do. Okay. Is anybody slowing down to let you in? Because somebody will. Yeah. Then, if there's any hesitations like that, you can talk about it when you're stopped, rather than trying to talk about it while you're still going. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a difficult one in terms of going to do it again. Yeah. Particularly if we're on a part 3. Yeah. But what you could say there, okay, next time we get the opportunity to do that, so look, it's going to take us a long time to get back there now, but we'll go back there again another time. And we'll get that right. Okay. So, okay on risk management?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Let's stop that again.